Hey guys, it's Tia Yasmin. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be making a Y2K Hello Kitty set. It's going to be funky and just very different than the typical nails that I typically do. I feel like this year I'm trying to step into the more fun sets, the ones that have more charms on them or that are a little bit more girly and kind of give that kawaii Y2K aesthetic. Of course, I'm interested in doing all types of things this year, but for some reason this style is really appealing to me. Every time I see something like this on the internet, I'm so inspired to do something like it. Of course, we can't start a set unless we put our base coat down on our buffed out nails. This is going to help the paint stick better to the nails and just give it a nice, crisp and pristine look. And honestly, I have seen some people go straight in with the base coat without buffing the nails, but that kind of scares me, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue buffing all of my nails pretty much as long as I'm doing this, because I don't know, I don't trust just putting straight base coat on a slippery nail. As you saw before, I'm going to be using a combo of 2 different base colors, and I will pop them up here on the screen for you guys. These are the ones that I use pretty much all the time, but I like these ones because they have more of a pink hue. Whenever I'm doing a set like this, I like to use the pinky undertones that come with these bases, so I'm going to go ahead and mix them together so that I can get the perfect color. Oftentimes, if I'm doing a regular French tip or some kind of natural looking nail, I'm going to go for more of a beige or a slight pink. But for this, it's a little bit more on the fun side, so I'm going to make it a little bit more pink than the natural nail. After putting that second layer of pink base coat down, you can already see a difference from the beginning. I feel like when I first started, it was a little bit more on the beige side, but whenever I put 2 coats of that extra base color, it turns a little bit more pink and it has a whole different look. That's why I love mixing colors together, because oftentimes I won't have just one base color that does the job, so that's the kind of cool part about doing nails. Okay, so for my French tips, I'm going to go one color at a time. So if I have multiple nails with the same color, I'm going to do all of those nails first. That way I can avoid having to wipe off and clean off my brush every single time, rather than going through nail by nail and then doing the first coat but having to clean in between each nail. I think it's just easier this way, and it'll help me work a little bit faster. Each one of these nails is going to get 2 layers of gel polish. This is so that I can have a little bit more opacity to my nails and make sure that you can't see through it. Although we are going to be putting designs on top of the French tips, I feel like this is just a crucial step to making your nails look as professional as possible. My thing too about this is, for a fun set like this where you're going to put charms and all that kind of stuff on it, I feel like it's a lot of fun to make that really deep French tip like I've been doing for most of my sets. I really enjoy doing my French tips this way. I know that sometimes people like the more retro, very minimal arch. If I can find a photo, I'll put it up here on the screen. But some people like that a little bit more to give it more of a retro feel. In other news, guys, thank you so much for subscribing for one, and then also for everybody who watches on a consistent basis. I really do appreciate your support. The support means a lot and it does go a long way for me. I feel like this is something that I do really enjoy doing for you guys. I put a lot of effort into my videos. Hopefully you guys can tell that by my editing and then just how often I'm trying to post. But I have a goal this year. It's a pretty ambitious goal, but I know that I can get there with the help of you all. So thank you guys again so much. I couldn't be here without you guys, and I just can't wait to see what this year has in store. I'm really thoroughly surprised with myself, even for the simple fact that when I first started, I had no desire really actually at all to do anything as funky or as different as these sets, because I feel like it just wasn't my thing. I wasn't quite into it, and I think I was depriving myself of change and just the ability to evolve. I'm really glad that I stepped out of my comfort zone and just tried a couple of kind of different sets here and there, because at first I was very content just doing simple sets, one color. French tips even took me a long time to get into because I was just nervous of not being good at it. But of course, you're not going to be good at things all the time your first time around. So I feel like just overcoming your fears and trying it before you give up is so important when you have a business, especially something like this. So being self-taught is not necessarily easy. It is fun to get to learn things on my own. However, you have to have the ability to push yourself, and I feel like that's sometimes difficult to have. But nevertheless, I'm really grateful for the opportunity to grow and change and just get better over time. This little daughter tool is so clutch. I think it's so adorable, for one, because it fits perfectly in your hand. Also, I just prefer it because you don't have to have like the pack that you usually get where it comes in the shape of like pens and you have to like search through your bag trying to find the right size. This one cuts out that stress and it's so convenient. I love how this is just so easy to clean and then easy to use. So what I'm going to do here is make my cheetah print. I should have cured the pink before putting on the black because they do kind of smear together a little bit, but that's just user error, so I hope that next time I will remember to do that. But I think this turned out so cute and it's so easy to do. I feel like when you get the hang of it, or even just look at a reference photo, because that's the best way to replicate a pattern, it becomes so easy. That cheetah print one was definitely my favorite, but I'm just going to go in on the rest of these and just make a bunch of different prints on here, make them as attractive as possible. And I tried not to do too much, but I wanted them to be as decorative and cute as possible because I'm still going to add charms, so I don't want to take away from the designs while having charms on all the nails. I don't know if any of you guys do nails yourself, but whenever I do a zebra print, I have a tough time making it look like zebra because if I look too hard, it starts to look like a tiger stripe. I don't know if that's just me. If you guys see tiger stripes, let me know, but if it looks like zebra, let me know too, because right now I'm kind of overthinking it and I feel like sometimes I do zebra with the intention of it being a zebra print and then I think it looks more like a tiger stripe. I don't know. If we're being totally honest, I really goofed up this nail. I'm not very good at outlining French tips. It's very hard for me to do. We're just going to ignore it and move on. So now I'm going to go in with my charms. I'm using very cute ones that I've been holding on to for a while. I just didn't have the perfect set to put them on, and I think this one is definitely it. So I'm using heart charms, some pearls, and then these adorable Hello Kitty charms. They're rhinestoned, they're like totally blinged out, and they're super cute. I don't know what's going on right now with the whole Hello Kitty thing, but I'm here for it, so this is gonna be perfect for all the girls that love Hello Kitty. But this is how it turned out. Super cute, and I'm in love with it. Hopefully one of you is lucky enough to get it for yourself. I'll have that link down below so you can shop. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!